Hello all and welcome back to the Sensei's Kitchen Top, where we play casual Magic the Gathering and other such games. We are back with some more Pauper Commander, and I am playing Murmuring Mystic v Sam, who is playing Yargle, the Battle of the Monocoloured decks. I keep an opener with Salvager of Secrets, Mnemonic Wall, Shimmering Mirage, Radical Idea, One Island, Refocus, and a Wayfarer's Bauble. Sam keeps a hand of Unhallowed Pact, Rush of Vitality, Cobbled Wings, Succumb to Temptation, and 3 Swamps. And now it's time to answer the age-old question. Who would win? A butt-ton of birds v a giant frog? Sam begins with a swamp. I follow up with an island, tapping it for a Wayfarer's Bauble. Sam plays another swamp, tapping both for Cobbled Wings. I draw a card, can't find my second land, so pass back to Sam. Sam plays another swamp, taps 2 for Voltaic Servant, and then 1 to equip Cobbled Wings. I draw an island. Sam swings in for 1. Then taps 3 to cast Succumb to Temptation, drawing 2 and losing 2 life. He plays another swamp, then in his end step I pay 2 to crack my Wayfarer's Bauble for another island. I untap and draw, then go into my end step, discard a Salvager of Secrets. Sam plays a swamp, then taps 5 for Yargle. I tap 2 and Essence Scatter it. It goes back to the command zone. He swings in for another 1. I play my 4th land and tap 2 for Merfolk Looter. Sam taps 2 for a Prismatic Lens, then taps that and another swamp for a Executioner's Hood, and then taps another 2 to equip it.
It's just going to be a big robot.
1?
1.
I Radical Idea in Sam's end step. I activate my Looter, discarding an island, then play another island and pass turn. Sam plays another swamp, then taps out for Yargle. In response, I tap 2 to refocus my Merfolk Looter, untapping it and drawing a card. Then I activate my Looter, discarding an island. Then I cast Shimmering Mirage, turning his swamp into a forest and drawing a card. Then it resolves. Sam hits me for 1. I play another island, activate my Looter, drawing and discarding. Then I tap out for an Aether Snipe, bouncing Yargle, and I pass turn. Sam taps 4 swamps to play Dark Bargain, looking at the top 3 cards, and then puts Maya's Toll into the graveyard. Sam taps another 2 to play Cobbled Wings, which I then point out.
So there's definitely 2 Cobbled Wings in your set.
Ah, flip's sake.
Hold on. I wonder if we can find a card around here to replace it with.
Already got an Evolving Wilds in.
What, a mono black deck?
He then taps 4 to cast the Alicia's Vanguard that was always in his deck, then swings for 1. I then play an island and tap 4 for my commander. Then activate my Merfolk Looter. Sam taps 5 for his Yargle. In response, I cast Fleeting Distraction, getting a bird and drawing a card. It resolves, and Sam taps 3 for Unhallowed Pact. In his end step, I tap 1 for Thermal Flux, turning his Yargle into a snow permanent, getting me another bird and drawing a card in my upkeep. I then use my Looter, play another island, and cast Pieces of the Puzzle, getting another bird and looking at the top 5 cards. I put a Ghostly Flicker and a Rakshas's Disdain into my hand. Sam plays another swamp, tapping 3 for Grisly Transformation onto his commander. He draws a card when it enters, and then pays 2 to put Eternal Thirst also onto Yargle. He declares Yargle as an attacker, struggling to tap the enchantments. Then before damage, I diminish Yargle, making him a 1/1, and getting another bird. I then tap 3 for Hydrolash, giving all attacking creatures -2/-0. Sam taps 2 for Rush of Vitality. I then realise...
Oh, that's also an uncommon. I am a dirty, dirty cheater.
Hey!
I'm gonna chuck that over there. Go find myself a card. Put the card I drew back on top of my deck. Take away one of my birds. Untap 3 lands. And take 1 damage.
I probably wouldn't have played Rush of Vitality.
That is fine, you can take it back. And I'm going to punish myself also with a blue card from unspotting. We are putting a Sultai Skullkeeper instead of Hydrolash into my hand.
I then cast Ghostly Flicker, getting another bird, and I target Murmuring Mystic and Aether Snipe, bouncing Yargle to his hand. He sadly accepts, and I helpfully pile his auras into the graveyard. I then use my Merfolk Looter to draw and discard, and then play another island. Tapping 2, I play Peer Through the Depths, getting my 6th bird. I look at the top 5 cards of my library, putting 1 into my hand, then reveal it to be an unwind. I swing in with my birds and Aether Snipe, and then Sam slowly ticks down to 17. I then pass the turn. Sam slams down another swamp, then taps 5 for Yargle. I then tap 3 and cast Rakshas's Disdain, countering it unless he pays 24. And Yargle slides back to the command zone. Sam taps 2 and casts Rush of Vitality on his creature and tries to swing in. I tell him to take it back, cast Unwind, countering it, getting a bird and untapping 3 lands. I tap 4 to cast Deep Analysis, drawing 2 and gaining a bird. Then tap 5 for a Peregrine Drake. When it enters, it untaps those 5 lands. I then tap 2 to flashback Deep Analysis, drawing another 2 and getting another bird. I then swing in with my 8 birds and my Aether Snipe, which Sam blocks with Alicia's Vanguard, and then goes to 9. Sam slams another swamp and then makes a huge swing for 1 damage. In his end step, I tap 3 for Artificer's Epiphany, drawing 2, discarding a card and getting another bird. I play an island and loot with my merfolk, then I swing in with my 11 birds, my Aether Snipe and my Peregrine Drake, and I cast Keep Watching.
Creature.
Flip.
4,
A few inches later.
12, 13.
That's disgusting.
GG.
GG.
I must say I got incredibly lucky this game, both in that I managed to draw my second land, and that Sam spent most of his early turns drawing cards and casting mana ramp effects. If he had got down some threats a bit earlier on, I definitely would have been in a lot of trouble. I'm certainly now getting the hang of Murmuring Mystic, knowing what hands I can take, what hands I can keep, and knowing when to play stuff, when to keep certain things back, and it's certainly an incredibly strong deck, probably my strongest Pauper commander, and it might even be that I have to put it on the back burner until the rest of my playgroup start buying decks as well, but we'll see how it goes. Yargle is certainly a fun commander, and definitely a bit of a meme. I don't know if it's too strong of a deck. Obviously you have to build it around a Voltron style, and especially against mono blue control, it's just very hard to come through and very hard to close out the game, or even land a threat. I think Sam enjoys playing it, just doesn't enjoy playing against my deck. Thank you once again for joining for another game of Pauper Commander. I've really enjoyed this one, and I'm looking forward to the next episode. We've also got a few different games and fun ideas that hopefully will be coming your way soon. See you around at the kitchen top next time, guys.